Welcome to Rare Coins Value. Imagine we are sitting in a quiet studio, a small copper coin placed gently on the table between us. I ask you a simple question: why does such a small coin still matter today? And the answer begins with the year 1966, a time when America was changing rapidly. The interviewer leans in and says, when you hold a 1966 1-cent coin, you are not just holding copper, you are holding a moment in American history. The expert smiles and replies, exactly. This coin was born during a period of transition, when the U.S. Mint was adjusting to new pressures, rising metal prices, and public demand for everyday money. The 1966 penny quietly served millions of Americans, passing through countless hands, pockets, and cash registers, witnessing daily life in the mid-1960s. The interviewer nods and adds, so this coin was never meant to be rare. The expert answers calmly, no, it was meant to be reliable, familiar, and trustworthy, and that is precisely what gives it lasting importance today. The conversation ends with a powerful thought: sometimes the most common objects carry the deepest stories. Now let us move smoothly into the full detailed story of the 1966 1-cent of the United States of America. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1966, the Lincoln cent had already become one of the most recognizable coins in the world. The obverse features the dignified portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's calm yet strong expression reflects unity, resilience, and national identity, qualities that felt especially important during the turbulent 1960s. Above his head appears the word liberty, while the date 1966 is clearly shown, representing a year filled with cultural shifts, technological growth, and historical change in America. The reverse of the 1966 1-cent displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate 150 years since Lincoln's birth. This reverse was created by Frank Gasparo and is remarkable because, for the first time in U.S. coinage history, a president appeared on both sides of the same coin. If you look closely at the memorial, you can actually see the seated statue of Lincoln inside the building, a small yet powerful detail that many people overlook. The 1 cent in United States of America frame the design, while the Latin motto E pluribus unum reminds us of the nation's guiding principle, out of many, one. From a technical perspective, the 1966 1-cent is made of a bronze composition consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This gives the coin its warm reddish-brown color when new, which gradually darkens with age and circulation. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, dimensions that remained standard for Lincoln cents of this era. One very interesting detail about the 1966 penny is that it carries no mint mark. During the years 1965, 1966, and 1967, the U.S. Mint intentionally removed mint marks from coins to discourage hoarding and speculation, as the country was facing coin shortages at the time. As a result, all regular 1966 1-cent coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, even though no mint mark appears on the coin. The mintage of the 1966 1-cent is extremely high, with over 2 billion coins struck for general circulation. This massive production explains why the coin is still commonly found today and why most examples hold modest monetary value. However, value is not always about rarity alone. Collectors often search for well-preserved examples, especially those with strong original luster and minimal wear. In addition to regular circulation strikes, the U.S. Mint also produced 1966 special mint set cents. These coins have a distinctive satin-like finish, sharper details, and were made specifically for collectors rather than everyday use. Special mint set examples are scarcer than regular pennies and are more desirable in higher grades. Historically, the 1966 1-cent represents a bridge between old and new America. It circulated during the Vietnam War era, the Civil Rights Movement, and a time when American society was redefining itself. This humble coin bought newspapers, candy, postage, and small daily necessities, quietly supporting everyday life. Millions of people never stopped to admire it, yet it was always there, reliable and constant. Today, when collectors or history lovers hold a 1966 penny, they are touching a real artifact from that powerful decade, not a replica, not a story in a book, but a real object that lived through history. In the modern coin market, the 1966 1 cent is valued more for its historical presence and educational value than for high prices. Circulated examples are generally affordable, making this coin perfect for beginner collectors, educators, and anyone who wants to connect with American history through tangible objects. High-grade uncirculated coins and special mint set pieces can command higher premiums, especially when professionally graded, but the true worth of the 1966 penny lies in its story, its design, and its role in everyday American life. In the end, the 1966 1 cent of the United States of America proves that even the smallest coin can carry a powerful legacy. It reminds us that history is not only written in grand monuments and famous events, but also in the quiet journey of a single cent, passed from hand to hand, year after year, telling its story to anyone willing to listen.